It is of course time to be fashionably late to the party for the brand new Duel Links updates, right? We've got a brand new campaign, anniversary box, mini box, new character skins, the whole works. Let's dive into all of this. So first of all is a brand new campaign giving us a free copy of one of the OG 7 of Frame's Ace monsters, and I think most people probably going to go for Firewall or go for Heatleo, given we've got a brand new box with SOULBURNER support. This all is really, really nice. We're getting dream tickets, dream packs, gems. I got kind of screwed and got Cyber Emergency, which I'm not going to play, so unfortunate, but looking forward to seeing which of these Rush cards, I already got a 3, I'm going to be getting in Prismatic. That'll be cool. Then we've got new skills added to the game, all for the brand new box support, right? We've got one for Geminis, we've got Morphotronics, Baryons, and this one here. This one. Why is this not an archive skill? It's on like 40, 50 characters. What is the point? You know, what is the actual point of doing this? But overall, I think that people are excited for the skills, but this one got kind of nerfed and they didn't release the card they really wanted. Let's go to the shop and see the brand new box. Now, I'm not going into this box. I'm personally not excited for Salamangreat, for Balance boxes, like maybe for trains. Maybe for trains. But that's about it, right? Getting Christian support is really cool. I think the box overall is pretty decent, but for me personally, it's kind of a skip. And what I'll do instead, my gems and dream tickets, I went and built Sky Striker because why not, right? I had most different tickets and it was fairly cheap to kind of go in and get the selection box card and all kind of thing. So that's my speed content I've done for the past like 6, 7, 8 months now. It's been mainly Rush for me. But we've also got the anniversary box. Now, I wish they changed the name. It's not really anniversary anymore. Right when the first one came out, it was celebrating 25 years. But now we're getting to that point where they release them every 6 months, and so it is just a selection box free edition that's good for free-to-play players if you do enjoy these deck types. Now, in terms of new cards, right, there aren't any. There's alt cards, right, for Alistair, for Boral Sword, for Heatleo, and for the rank 10 train. This one is the best one. These ones are all kind of ugly, I think. They've reran the Borreload and the Black Rose and the Holy Angel. That's cool. In terms of other cards in here, you've got more Rocket stuff, you've got Train stuff, Ghost Mourner, Drone Lockbird, probably the best one here. Ice Dragon's Prison, pretty neat. The downside is they've rerun the Morphotronics, they're all available via box chips. And so you've kind of got some padding. They've not even put, the power tool in here either, so they know at least somewhat that it's just weird they kind of aren't going all the way with reprinting, they're just doing some of it, not all of it. It's a bit weird, but we've got 10 free packs of this, and so fingers crossed. Me personally, I want the Train Alt Art, the Holy Angel one, IDP'd be cool, but we'll see. It is, what, 3 cards per pack, and nothing good in the first pack, but we've got 9 more. This should be fine. Winky Creeper Explosion, going to be a copy of Morphotronic Scopen, unfortunately, and the Switchyard, so you're kind of making me want to go to the brand new box, and we've got... I've seen some people get 1 UR and nothing else, or no URs, and it's been really, really frustrating to see. I hope I'm not in that camp where I don't get an alt art or something. Like, any of them would be cool, but does it just want to give me... I guess we're playing Morphotronics at some point? I'm not going to the box, so we're not going to be doing that. Come on, 2 packs left. We've got KONAMI. Literally, all the cards bar 1 have been reprints from the box chips. Like, this was a really, really bad 10 free packs. Literally, I think the only one on box chips is this one. That was really, really bad. But, potentially, we can make things better with the brand new character skin. Now, I think these are a cool thing in concept and something people have been wanting for a while now. In place of an unlock, it's definitely not it. Now, what do these things do? Well, you click a button and SOULBURNER suddenly smiles. And they've put a really awkward looking PNG of Flame on top of him. And they've done that for his win pose as well. And so you're getting voice lines, but you're not really getting any new artwork that's kind of custom tailored for this character. And so it feels a little bit lazy. Definitely the least exciting thing they could have done for a brand new feature, right? If it was someone like Blue Maiden, for example, where her whole design changes, then that would have been a bigger showcase of this feature rather than this, which just looks a bit baffling. But I understand when I've done it right. SOULBURNER is a favorite character, Salamangreat is a really beloved deck type, and so it kind of makes sense to showcase this new feature with something that's going to kind of hit out of the park, but so would Marincess, but I guess in storyline-wise, this comes first, but we've also not got Akira, and so I think this is kind of more so hinting at we're getting Akira and Blue Maiden in the same event. It'll be a joint event like the Lulu and Rin one was back in September, just with a character and a skin. I think that makes sense. Now, what do we get for this? Well, we get new voice lines, we get animation, we also get missions. Now, I think this is a way better way of doing things than the usual level up reward track. I think that knowing exactly when you're going to get something, you can work towards it, is really, really big. Now, we're getting, of course, playmats, sleeves, we're getting icons, brand new skills for Soulburner. Some of them can only be used with a brand new character skin, and I think that that is neat, right? It gives you a reason to use it. We're also getting a bunch of gems, and we're getting, I believe it is 1100, which is a bit lower by 500, I believe, than a 35 level character from Brain's World. So we are missing out on a chunk of gems, as well as some brand new cards, and potentially as well tickets or box chips or whatever they give in level rewards, right? And so we are missing some things, and so I think that in place of an unlock, these don't make much sense, because all it is telling your players is that you're starving them of content and gems in a way. All the new cards are available via the box, and so you're incentivized to kind of go into that box, spend money, and then you've got this alt skin. Now, I think this should be the norm. I think we should bin the system of level up rewards and replace them with this and have some other background recurring way to accrue resources that's kind of global to the game itself. We do know in the future we're going to be getting more style skins available via events and campaigns, etc. So it's not always going to be replacing a character unlock, and in that sense, that's good. But the more they do this, the more we lose out on rewards, and the more we lose out on double the rewards when it comes to Worlds of Cap increases, right? Because you take, say, Rain's World, we assume this year, end of the year, will be a level cap increase. And so this is one character we've lost out on a bunch of gems, a bunch of cards for, but it could have been someone else, right? Could have been someone else. I hope, I don't expect, but I hope that when we get a rerun, we get potentially some more missions alongside this, right? Or a level cap increase comes and we get even more missions. That'd be cool. That's something overall in Duel Links I've thought that's kind of been lacking, is that when a rerun character comes around, all there is for old players is you're getting 2 brand new cards and a skill. But for new players, you've got a brand new character with a bunch of rewards. And so why don't we have a level cap increase for every character, kind of like Crosstal did when they got their raid events, right? Like, that just makes so much sense for having player retention for your game. It just, it's a bit baffling. But overall, I think this is fine. There's a ton of characters they could bring in that do deserve to have alternate skins. If they want to bring more support for those characters, maybe not even in boxes, right? They could do roaming events, super events, bring them back, but with these new brand new skins, and have that be your new mechanic to give more support. And, you know, you could do, say, a really dumb example is Obelisk Blue Cyrus, right? You bring a Roid skill, give some more cards via the card trader or via the event. If they exist, I don't know, right? I'm just kind of like spitballing, but that's a way to do it and make it more exciting than just a standard roaming event, which we don't get anymore. I think Global Duel Links has been stagnating in terms of being innovative and having new events for a while now. Looking at China, right? They've got the Boss Gate, they've got Draft Mode, they've got limited PvP events with Ash Blossom and Impermanent, all these kind of things, right? Early cards, and they've just got the classic server as well. They've got so much in comparison that we don't get, and they're eventually going to get this. So it's a new feature, but it's not anything groundbreaking that makes the game feel less stale. If anything, it makes the game feel like you're screwing us on less content. And I've got to bring it up again, because if we're getting a Rush character in February, our next speed unlock is going to be in March, meaning since Yuri, it's going to have been 150 days of no new speed character, which is a really, really long time. And so this replacing a speed unlock is kind of a slap in the face a little bit. It's not as bad as I thought it was, right? I assumed when we saw the missions, we'd get maybe 500 gems, and that'd be it. But so I'm glad there's more here than I expected, but at the same time, they could do more, and I hope that we do get more missions added on reruns, on level cap increase, to kind of offset the difference of not having a standard character. But maybe by the end of the year, we still get 12 characters or more, and these are all bonus, right? You know, we could look at this back in 12 months and go, you know what, this was amazing, this year was great. I'm looking forward to this, right? I'm looking forward to the future and seeing what they do, right? What characters do they get skins? Again, Blue Maiden probably is up there. I think that a character skin that could come, but I think shouldn't, would be, say, Shark, right? I think they could very easily give obviously a skill for him to go into Nash, but I think the Nash is like so important that you give him his own character, like you gave Jaden Ubel or you gave the Supreme King. It's kind of the same deal. Spect eventually will get a Astral Unlock event on his own, and then Yuma will get a swap to being on his own. Or potentially, we get a joint unlock where we get Astral and Yuma separate characters, we get 2 different character styles in one event. That could also be a fun way of going about it. you've got Yuga, who at some point will have a different form. I won't kind of spoil that, but that could be a thing as well as for Luke, right? I know people are kind of coping on Akiza, getting old skin for some reason, but then you've got, say, characters from 5Ds and Zexon and GX that appear in Arc 5. Could we get a Jack Atlas Arc 5 skin? Sure, we could do, but I think that's a bit different because those are different worlds, right? And so it doesn't really make much sense for Jack Atlas in 5Ds to suddenly be able to transform into the Arc 5 version of Jack, because the big question is, where'd they get the clothes from? Looking at this screen, it kind of feels like we're just going to be going in order, right? We're going to go Playmaker and I. We've then got SOULBURNER Flame. You've then got the Gore, who they could pair with Earth, because I don't think they want the AI to be its own character aside from I when he becomes human, but I think this pairing doesn't make sense because, like, when you consider what happened in the show, but obviously it's post-timeline, so it could be like our redemption arc, and it will be, oh look, I forgive you for killing me kind of thing. That could be neat as well, and then of course you have Blue Angel become Blue Maiden with Aqua. They could even also do Blue Gal. We could go Blue Angel into Blue Gal, have an event, and then the next one be Blue Maiden. For example, that could be a thing they do. There's tons of potential with this feature, but I just don't want it to become a thing where we're losing out on brand new characters, with less new content, and less rewards. That's all I want going forward. But overall, that's my thoughts on the brand new content. Let me know down below what you think as well of the brand new character skins. Are you enjoying it? Do you want it to be improved in some way? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Adios.